And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Come on now, let's go!
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been in a pretty good groove. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met a coach when we've talked to him before a game that hasn't mentioned wanting to be balanced?
No, because then you've got both sides hitting the defense. They don't know what to expect, right?
Really helps your play calling, because now you're in a position where you're confident in either aspect of the game. Dial it up and let it go. And so far, that's allowed them to lead.
Absolutely. Have the lead here in the second quarter. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Forbath to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Watson off play action. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Watson now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are backed up as far as you can go as they'll start this drive on their own 1-yard line.
And whenever I see the Cowboys backed up on their own 1-yard line, I think of one thing. Tony Dorsett at the old Metrodome playing against the Vikings when he got away with a 99-yard touchdown run and did it with only 10 guys on the field on offense for the Cowboys. So in this situation, I highly suggest they bring the 11th guy out to aid their cause.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still second down.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down.
Check your hot read. Chance.
And now again, the play clock out on him.
Offense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
We taking wins home. Under crunch. Set, hut. Ready, go. Set, hut. Here we go, D, get up. Ready. Hut, go.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still second down.
Let's go. With the flag. Set up. And bring it. Set, go. Hut up. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Set, go. Here we go. Hut. Mike 41. I'm gonna hut, go. Good track. Ready, go. The mic. Check. Set. Hut. Hey, check. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Here we go. Check 3. Ready, go. Set.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Offense.
So that's going to push him back half the distance.
Still second down.
Hey, ready. 60 out low. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Now, you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Forbath for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Short boot, taken at the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
We got this.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on. There it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Under review.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
After review of the play,
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it when you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
Let's put up or shut up. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That's how you score.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drop.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments or the backup.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback, 37 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the Ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run, maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield. Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable. I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. Here's Watson to throw on third down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got Fuller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second and 11 now, Watson. Underneath, he's got Brate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had
to. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Forbath, the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. A fantastic return. Started in one end zone, ended in the other. All told, 105 yards. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And it's taken in at the 9. On the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch tight end. Top five. You got 4. Whip. Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check 13.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Forbath to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout.
Thanks. This game, one of 7 going on in the NFL on this Saturday, the 3rd week of the preseason. One more to get to tomorrow night on Sunday Night Football. A good one in the AFC, Steelers and Titans from Nashville. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number